Hello everyone, welcome back to the Jikook Diaries channel. Army, have you ever wondered, do Jimin and Jungkook really live together? Do they share the same Dior and Calvin Klein clothes? And do all these signs mean they're more than just friends? Today, we're going to unravel Jikook's biggest mystery that's been making the fandom go crazy. Are they really together? Looking back over the years, Jimin and Jungkook often displayed a closeness that was even more intense than the other members. They not only sat close together on numerous occasions, but also seemed to seek each other out in crowds. Fans often captured moments where Jungkook unconsciously noticed Jimin, or Jimin gently noticed small details about Jungkook. This closeness then gave rise to rumors that they might indeed share an apartment or at least frequently spend time in the same place. Some fans have begun to notice small details, such as objects appearing in live streams. There are times when the backgrounds of Jungkook and Jimin's live streams appear to have strikingly similar decor, even nearly identical lighting and furniture. While it could be a coincidence, as the agency provides similar accommodations for the members, fans feel the pattern is too consistent to ignore. On the other hand, there are also times when the two are seen live in seemingly the same location but at different times, as if they were actually living in the same space. The issue of clothing sharing has also become a hot topic of discussion among ARMY. Jimin and Jungkook are known to have different fashion tastes, but curiously, they have been spotted wearing the same items several times, especially from luxury brands like Dior or Calvin Klein. For example, a certain Dior jacket Jungkook once wore might reappear on Jimin a few weeks later. Or, conversely, a casual Calvin Klein shirt that looked perfect on Jungkook might suddenly be worn by Jimin at another event. Are they intentionally sharing wardrobes? Or perhaps they just happen to have similar tastes? However, fans who have long followed their relationship see this as more than just a coincidence. Fashion is often a personal expression, and not everyone is willing to share clothes, especially expensive designer items. The fact that Jimin and Jungkook can easily wear the same items suggests a level of comfort and closeness that may be more than just friendship. Another big question that always arises is, are they really together, not just friends? There's no definitive answer, as neither Jimin nor Jungkook has ever publicly confirmed or denied the rumors. However, their interactions always leave signs that are hard to ignore. There's the way Jimin looks at Jungkook with such warmth, and there's also the way Jungkook seems so protective of him. Even amidst their busy schedules, they always find a way to stay close, as if a magnet can't keep them apart. We also can't ignore the fact that every time rumors about them grow, their interaction doesn't subside. Many other idol couples typically keep their distance to avoid speculation, but Jimin often seems even more attached. This leads some fans to believe that they don't care about outside opinions, as long as they can stay together. Of course, there are those who argue that all of this is just fan service, that their closeness was merely a ploy to attract fans' attention. But if we look deeper, there are small details that feel too genuine to be fabricated. Brief touches in informal moments, unplanned get-togethers, or even the way they understand each other without words all create a picture of a much more real relationship. The issue of living together was reignited when some fans noticed that Jimin was frequently seen with Jungkook even outside of group schedules. From trips to the gym, late-night dinners, to other private moments, the two always seemed together. If they weren't living together, how could they possibly spend so much time outside of official BTS activities? Many then speculated that they did indeed have a private house or apartment in their shared neighborhood, even though it had never been publicly announced. For many ARMs, whether or not Jikook lives together isn't just about the physical space. It's more than that. It's about how two people who seem so perfectly suited to each other choose to share their lives. Sharing clothes from Dior or Calvin Klein is just a small symbol of something bigger: intimacy, comfort, and harboring deep emotions. Are they a couple? That question can probably only be answered by Jimin and Jungkook themselves. However, what we can clearly see is that their relationship, whatever it's called, has become one of the strongest bonds in the K-pop world. Whether as friends, partners, or perhaps something more, Jikook has shown the world that love, in all its forms, can exist in small, sincere details. For fans, evidence like sharing clothes, living in the same place, or simply looking at each other meaningfully is part of a beautiful story to follow. Jikook isn't just about rumors or speculation, but about how two hearts can find a home, whether in an apartment, backstage, or even in each other's eyes. And perhaps that's precisely where the magic lies. We don't need official confirmation to feel their closeness. We just need to see, feel, and believe that whatever their relationship is, Jimin and Jungkook have found comfort, security, and love in each other in a way that can't be faked. Ultimately, the question of whether Jikook lives together, shares Dior or Calvin Klein clothes, or even whether they are truly a couple will probably never be definitively answered by Jimin or Jungkook. But that's precisely the beauty of it. They don't need to say much, because their love and closeness are reflected in every look, every smile, every simple moment they share. For us ARMYs, Jikook's story is about celebrating genuine togetherness. They have taught us that home isn't just about a place to live, but about where the heart feels at ease. And from all the visible signs, it's clear that for Jimin and Jungkook, that home is within each other. So, do they live together? Do they share clothes? Are they together as a couple? Perhaps only they know the answer. But for those of us watching, those small pieces of evidence are more than enough to understand one thing. Jikook is a story of real, simple, yet profound love. And as long as they stay together, we will continue to be here to support and love them, whatever they call it.